MMA community seems to be going back and forth whether Jon Jones is the GOAT or not. To me personally, the GOAT title is a little bit overrated, and the GOAT title is something that I think actually is shared. When you have a sport that big with that many good fighters, to me it's hard to really narrow down to one true great fighter. I think you have a group of GOATs, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's between Jon Jones, Demetrious Johnson, and George Rush St. Pierre. Me personally, George Rush St. Pierre is my GOAT, also my favorite fighter. But nonetheless, if anybody was to put Jon over GSP, I couldn't argue with them because mine is more of a preference. I like GSP more. You know what I'm saying? Style, just everything that he brings. Jon Jones, don't like him personally, but I can't deny what I see. When Jon Jones stepped in that ring looking like Larry Holmes, flabby and sick, you know, out of shape, and you can tell Jon Jones has aged a lot. When he went in there and he stopped Stipe like he did, I threw my hands up. There ain't nothing else to be said with me when it comes to Jon Jones. You know what I'm saying? Although GSP is my GOAT, I can't deny that Jon Jones appears to be the greatest fighter in MMA history. You know what I'm saying? I can't deny that. And this is the thing. If Jon Jones is not the GOAT, then who is? It's just that simple. If he's not the GOAT, then who do you consider the GOAT? And one thing that solidifies that is whether people want to give him his props or not, one thing you have to look at is this. If there is a guy that pops up on the scene that seems to be a threat, and the first thing you want to do is rush him and put him in front of Jon Jones, you're openly saying that you think he's the best. You know, because whenever a new guy come on the scene, it's always, let's see how Jon Jones does against him. Let's see what Jon Jones do. Let's see what Jon Jones. So you're running to the guy that you actually think is the best. You know what I'm saying? That's why people want the Aspinall fight and stuff like that. It's because of his status. You know what I'm saying? So that alone proves, whether people want to admit it or not, that we look at him as the greatest fighter. If we didn't, we wouldn't be rushing all these people his way. You know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, I think as long as you fighting, you should be competing. I think he should fight Tom. You know what I'm saying? Easily. But this is the thing about Jon, and it's one of the things I noticed that they do to certain fighters. They always put in that scared aspect. The beautiful thing about Jon is Jon can be completely scared of somebody. It doesn't mean that he won't fight him. You know what I'm saying? He told you he was scared of Rampage Jackson, and you seen what he did to them. So whether he fears a guy or not, that don't play a factor in whether he could beat him or not. I honestly think if you pay Jon Jones what he wants to be paid, I think Jon will fight anybody. He's made it very clear that he wants to be paid. And, you know, over at MMA, they have a hard time paying people what they worth. You know, so when he says it doesn't do nothing for his legacy, I understand what he's saying. But I firmly believe if you pay him what he wants, Jon will fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. But whether he's a GOAT or not, I think nobody can deny it. Like I said, me personally, it's GSP, but I can't deny what Jon Jones is, especially looking that old and still being that dominant. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.